All right, guys. So I'm hopping in here really quick. We're going to give it over to the Aumans. First off, thanks for watching the video here. We're going to talk about 4 mistakes that new contractors make. And these guys right here have a successful, almost $1 million business. So these guys are definitely the people to listen to. They know what they're talking about. So without further ado, I'm gonna give it over to these guys. They were up here shooting a webinar with us for LMN. Really exciting time last night. But before we wrap this whole video up, I wanna give one of my tips as well to help you guys grow a more successful business in 2021. So make sure you guys watch all the way through. But without further ado, we got Caleb and Brittany Auman, who have a successful hardscaping business down in, what is it, Fairfield County, Ohio?
Yeah, that's it, Brian. Fairfield County, Ohio, that's right.
All right, so 4 biggest mistakes that new contractors make. A lot of people want to start a new company in 2021. Right. Take it away, and we'll come on back.
Yeah, thanks, Brian. Appreciate it. Hey, Caleb and Brittany Auman here. Our company's Auman Landscape. Again, we're out of Fairfield County, Ohio, as Brian constantly gives me a hard time about. I've been in contracting for 20 years now, and I know initially when I started out, and I see a lot of young guys starting out in contracting, one of the big things is they don't respect their own time. They don't either bill accordingly for it, they give away too much on a project or even a mowing property or whatever for a client, and like, yeah, sure, I can do that extra little trimming at no additional charge and things like that.
Or once they do all the work, they feel bad charging the right amount. You know, if your hourly rate is $80 an hour and you get to a bill that's $240, you're like, I don't know, that's a lot. I wouldn't pay for that.
Right.
And so you can't get into the fact like maybe you wouldn't pay for it, but someone else does value that and someone else will pay you for that.
Yeah, never put your value of something against like what your clients might value that service at, right? So the big thing too, and it's always the cliche thing, the other big thing is knowing your numbers, right? You got to know what you need to charge to stay in business, to be viable. And I know I was not great at that in my first 10 years of business, frankly. And I see a lot of young guys doing that, is just guessing at what they should charge on a property, guessing at what they should, be invoicing or whatever, and what they should even be charging for per hour on a property to pay for their mowers properly, or to pay for their skid steer or whatever. So when it comes to mowing, and something I know that I'm preaching now hardcore, even though we're not in mowing anymore, is route density. I had accounts all over the county. I mean, 40 minutes apart, crazy stuff for one mowing account. Route density is huge. I know Brian crushes on that as far as route density goes. I'm always preaching that to young contractors of have route density, have that account. Britt nudged me, so I'm going on a tangent here, but it's so important to have as many accounts as close together as you possibly can arrange, and that will just do nothing but pay big time dividends for you.
I think if we went back in time, my biggest thing would be fear of failure. Don't be afraid to fail. I know, like when he crashed the company a long time ago, I was very hesitant to make purchases that we needed to make, and just to make, like serious business decisions. I was just always very cautious, and I didn't want to fail. The big thing of that is, and again, I didn't respect my numbers, I didn't respect my time, and so, just to keep hammering on that, like really take the time, and on a slow day or in the wintertime, speak with a CPA or somebody that can help you set up the right rates, and kind of reverse engineer what you need to charge to recover your overhead and your costs, and make a good living, because you can definitely be in this industry and make a really good living. Oh, we did.
All right, so really quick here. First off, great job. I was behind the camera and then also playing defense with my dog, who's eating out of a peanut butter toy, if you guys can hear the crazy beeper sound in the background. It's not Liz or me or anybody. It's my dog going crazy. Let's just really reiterate really quick. The 4 things, just so these guys know. Number 1 was?
Respect your time.
Okay.
Know your numbers, route density, and don't be afraid to fail.
Hey, those are really, really good. The thing that I wanted to share for just a quick second, just a little cherry on top, was to invest in yourself. I think that has paid the most dividends for me personally, the last 5 years especially, but over the last 10 years, realistically, with my business. Going to like trade shows and conferences, online training, you guys know that. One thing I wanted to plug was the Hardscape Academy for these guys, and the webinar that we just did last night, which was sponsored by LMN. Really, really good webinar. We talked about goal setting, vision casting. About 40 or 50 of you guys were joining us on the webinar, and frankly, we just kept talking. It was supposed to be for an hour and a half, and it went for about 2 hours.
Yeah, 2.5 hours.
2.5 hours.
Crazy.
Yeah.
That was crazy. So if you guys want to check out the webinar that these guys were sharing, my wife Liz is over here. She was just dropping bombs and nuggets.
Great stuff.
I was like, dang, you need to talk more and me talk less. Yeah. Thumbs up for that in 2021. So, but anyway, we'll leave links in the description for the Hardscape Academy. They have a great retaining wall and paver patio guides and courses that you guys can check out. And then also maybe the webinar that we did last night about goal setting and vision casting for your future business. So hey, if we don't catch up with you guys between now and New Year, have a happy, safe New Year. We wish you guys the best. And anything you guys want to sign off with?
No.
Thanks for following along.
All right,
Thank
guys.
you.
Check them out on Instagram. We'll catch up with you guys on the next one.